The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes...
Play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joe Schobert able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Regular. Point it right.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On third down, Mayfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 40. 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Third and 2, now Haskins. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second and 9. Now Haskins. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 41, Haskins. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. Fighting him off. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Zach Gentry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes our score 17-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Mayfield to throw it. He finds his target, Beckham. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 38, Mayfield. Being chased out left. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. Swings this out for Hunt. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Haskins to throw it. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On first down, it's Haskins. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He's going to try and go deep again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield on play action. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On first down, Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And, Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards, but he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll increase their lead.
Browns 3. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They go play action. Mayfield rolling to his right. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And again, it's Mayfield. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Browns. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Ray McCloud to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Haskins' throw complete there to Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understand.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter here. McLeod now on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Harris. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Haskins to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They run again with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Chris Boswell for the field goal on 24 yards.
Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And they can't bring him down. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. 1st down, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 1st down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham. Mayfield with it once more. Forced out to his left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That goes for a gain of 31. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They're running it. Whip. Watch the whip. Alert.
They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They run it again with Janovich. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Andy Janovich, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now it's Haskins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the 44, Haskins. Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now In this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And Myles Garrett, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Haskins down to a knee, and his guys about to come away victorious. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth-quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.